Hello everyone, I'm Tresleo.
And I'm Goggles.
And this week we have a special report for you. It's a season roundup of all the happenings with the Supersonic Turtles.
Here we go. It's time for the Show Report.
For this week, our soccer side could not find a victory. What are your thoughts on this, Goggles?
Well, it was just kind of a rough match for everybody involved. Just pretty much poor teamwork, weren't really working together, weren't communicating back and forth very well. A bit of issues with not listening to each other, not hearing each other out. But I think that's something we can work on for the next game. Just focus on that really hard next game and work on improving going into the next season.
Agreed, and I feel like, we could improve a lot on an individual effort, not just as a team as well. Like, for example, for me, I need to make sure I'm getting proper touches on the ball, and just everyone just needs to be able to just practice at home whenever they can, and we'll all get better as a team if we get better as individuals. Now for our eSports side of the club. Elite Squad finished out the season 1-5. Unfortunately, that win came from a forfeit, and what are your thoughts on this, Goggles?
It's always kind of a bummer to not be able to pull any wins out through play, but they're a smart team. I think they just got to look back on the season with a positive mind, look at what they did do well. They did ping in a few goals here and there, so they need to look at, what's going good there and just use that in the following seasons. I mean, it's their first season as Supersonic Turtles teammates, so it's going to take a minute to get everything linked up well.
Great, I guess Elite Squad just needs to work on their craft and get in more goals. Now for Charlie's Squad. Charlie's Squad once again had to forfeit their match and unfortunately ended their season 2-4. What do you think about this, Goggles?
Well, there were a lot of games in there that they had to forfeit, unfortunately. Kind of sad to see. I would have liked to see where they would have ended up had they been able to play every match. Hopefully, moving on with the tryouts will help them, sort out some of those roster issues and get a more solid team in there.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of tryouts, it is true that their roster will need an improvement, as one of their teammates has actually decided to move on to another team and compete. I mean, you see this kind of stuff in all over the world in different sorts of clubs and organizations. Players just leave, whenever they feel uncomfortable, and I guess, the way the season ended made the player uncomfortable and his choice to leave. But good luck to him, and hopefully we can beat his new team. Delta Squad this week happened to win their match by forfeit. They end the season 2-4, and the forfeit win wasn't enough to get them into playoffs, but they were right there, really close, weren't they, Goggles?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of sad to see them just fall a bit short. Personally, I'm not a fan of a forfeit win, but I think they're a good group of guys. They're a good team. I think they'll be fine next season.
Yeah, and definitely Delta is another team that was having a lot of roster issues. So the tryouts coming up soon will definitely help solve some of those roster issues and hopefully get an even more solid team, because if they can almost make it to playoffs with the issues they have now, I can only wait to see what they do later on. So good luck to Delta, and good luck to anybody that will be joining Delta soon. It's not all bad this week for the Supersonic Turtles. Echo Squad is in the playoffs. I repeat, Echo Squad is in the playoffs. Unfortunately, however, their last match of the season, they did happen to lose and ended the season with a 4-2 record. But it was an off day for everybody, and interestingly enough, Goggles, the opponents who were going to face off first in the playoffs were our last opponents just now. So we have to face them again, and this time we'll be facing them with our actual playoff mindset and fury. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, kind of a bummer to end out the season on a tough loss like that, but hopefully everyone was paying attention to the opposing team, getting to know their strategies and everything, acquiring a lot of that knowledge that they'll be able to use in the next game. Really interesting to see an immediate turnaround for an instant playoff rematch there. But yeah, overall, great season for the club and the organization as a whole. Pretty decent first season, finishing with a record of 9-2 and 19 the soccer side still having one match to play, so let's try and turn that 9 into a 10.
Agreed. And I mean, being a brand new club, there's only so much we can do as a new club and new players getting together, building that chemistry over time. But it's good to see Echo Squad has some chemistry right out the gate. That's definitely some stuff you want to see and think and keep in your mind, and knowing that, you know, you can still pull through with wins. For this week's challenge, we asked our members to bring in their fakes. So let's go ahead and see those opponents panic. Roll it!
All right, nice moves out there, everyone. Good to see. Good luck to everybody, and don't forget to vote. This next coming week, we're changing it up a little bit. We're going to have everybody show their turtle spirit by giving your car a nice turtle-themed makeover. So just take a screen cap of that, send it in. We'll all vote at the end of the week. We'll see who has the best turtle car.
This week, STFC hosted a live stream of our Rocket League players with commentary from myself and Goggles. Here are some of the highlights.
Out. Faded trying to get in. Oh, what a bump by Kieran, and Blue scores! What a 200 IQ play. And here comes Nani, just like Virtue predicted. And Nani scores the winner! Golazo! Straight from the corner. What a goal!
Yeah, what a brilliant self-assist there. Knew exactly what he was going to do with it. Not hesitating in the least bit. Great job. Well done.
All right. Yeah, thanks to everyone who participated or came in and watched the stream. It was actually a lot of fun, and I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, and definitely we're getting into our groove towards the end of the stream. Hopefully next time we'll be able to do even better. In addition, tryouts will be held at a later date, as of yet to be confirmed. But stay tuned for that, and when tryouts do come out, be prepared, grind it out, and get yourself a squad slot.
And that's it for this episode. Let us know in the comments or on the Discord what you liked about it, what you didn't like, how we can make it better. And good luck to Echo Squad in the playoffs.
Let's go Tortugas! Well, my name is Tresleo.
And I'm Goggles.
And this has been
The Show Report. You know, that... shit, fuck.
A few moments later.
My brain is just jumbling right now.
One eternity later.